Hey, my name is PolishLynx, and here it is. Katawa Shoujo. Yeah, we are starting off the 2021 playlists with a heavy title, I believe. At least as far as I heard, because I've never played it. I've never watched anyone play it. I've read about it a little bit. I was looking for the possible ultimate, the best way to go through routes, because there are routes, right? And I found one guy saying that, but the way he explained it, to be honest, it wasn't really well set. So we are not going to follow that. I followed the way like this in DSD Red. It was a wonderful experience. But over here we are going, I guess, with the kind of style I mostly go with. So, okay, this girl showed up first. We've met her first in the game. Let's get her ending first or something like this. I assume that it's the best way to play all the endings in Katawa Shoujo, right? Like, should we play all endings? Like, I saw some girls have like 3 of them, so yeah, we probably will need to do that like this. Anyway, let's just start. Let's see what this is about. I wonder if I have to make voices for everyone. Ah, I wish there was voiceover. We'll find out soon. Oh, nice scenery. Let's go. A light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden wind chimes, or wind chimes, whatever. This is a popular retreat for couples in the summer. The deciduous trees provide a beautiful green canopy, far out of sight of teachers and fellow students. Wait, what? I have to use the mouse, really? That's weird. But now, in late winter. Hey! I mean, it makes sense we are playing it now then. It feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. Even though in Poland there was actual winter for like 2 days. 2 separate days. It was snowing on one, and basically the next day there was snow gone. And it was also snowing like a week later. And I had at least the pleasure to go running in that snow. That was so good, by the way. I loved it. But that was only one run, and that's it. That was our winter so far. Anyway, I breathe into my cupped hands and rub them together, fiercely to prevent them from numbing in this cold. Are we Hisao? Just how long am I expected to wait out here anyway? I'm sure the note said 4 p.m. I mean, we are a bit... I am at least 40 minutes from 4 a.m., so a bit of waiting. Ah, yes. The note. Slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking. As far as cliches go, I'm more a fan of the letter in the locker, but at least this way shows a bit of initiative. For me, the letter in the locker, not possible. We never had lockers in my schools. As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. The snowflakes, silently falling from the white painted sky, are the only sign of time passing in the stagnant world. Their slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time has slowed to a crawl. The rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind. Hi, Hisao. You came? A hesitating, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. I feel my heart skip a beat. It's a voice I've listened to hundreds of times, but never as more than an eavesdropper to a conversation. Yeah, what? We are an eavesdropper in this game? Just wonderful. I turn to face this voice, the voice of my dreams. Really? That one? And my heart begins to race. Okay, dark hair. Let's see. Blonde. She has dark hair. Also blonde. You are like... not really red. Bronze, maybe, whatever. And black. But short, so that's not you. I guess it's her. Iwanako. Oh. So it's not the one I was... We'll find out. I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours? Damn it! I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and that was the result. Pathetic. Yes. I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it. A shy, Joe's smile that makes me so tense I couldn't move a single muscle even if I tried. What's going on? Oh, it's a heart? Okay, my heart is pounding now, as if it were trying to burst out from my chest and claim this girl for itself. Okay. So, here we are, out in the cold. Yeah, speaking of which, why don't you have any jacket? Once again, the wind stirs up the branches. The cacophonous noise is music to my ears. Iwanko flinches ever so softly against the gust of wind. As it passes, she rights herself, as if supported by some new confidence. Her eyes lock with mine and she lazily twirls her long dark hair around her finger. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. My throat is tight. I doubt I could even force a word out if you tried. Hey, I mean, it's she that confessed, so... I confessed, she left the letter, so I would say leave the talking first to her. You see... Okay, you know what? There's one thing I want to check. Iwanako. You see... I wanted to know... if you'd go out with me. I stand there, motionless, save for my pounding heart. I want to say something to reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point. How do you... I mean, I understand that's stressful, but that much? Hisao? I reach up to try to massage my throat, but this only sends spikes of blinding pain along my arms. Hisao? What is going on with this guy? My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoot open in terror. Why? Does he have some kind of heart condition or something? What the hell? Hisao? The beating in my chest suddenly stops and I go weak at the knees. The world around me, the canopy of bare branches and dull winter sky, Iwanako running towards me, all this fade to black. The last thing I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanako screaming for help and the incessant chatter of the branches above. I can't. This is kind of funny, actually. This is literally beginning like Konosuba. If you know Kazuma's death, first death in real world to go into, you know, to get isekai'd basically. This is that level. And I mean in the true reason for his death in Konosuba, right? That was hilarious. And over here it's kind of similar, dude. It's like the girl confessed to you and you go, oh, my heart. Kinda ridiculous. I mean, maybe there is something more to it. We'll find out probably with time, but right now it's been hilarious. Damn. Okay, I like this intro. I like it. You know, you ended up in hospital. There are those spikes. Now you see the clock ticking. Maybe some operation because there were some syringes and so on. Let's see. I'm glad I was asked to play this actually. And if we've been only like 12 minutes into it, 10 given the long beginning of mine. Anyway, it's been 4 months since my heart attack. Oh boy! Not gonna lie, that's hilarious. The girl confesses to you, and you get a heart attack. That is hilarious. It's been 4 months since my heart attack. In that whole time, I can probably count 10 times I've left the hospital room, unsupervised on one hand. 4 months is a pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts, so I've had plenty of time to cope to terms with my situation. 4 months, so more or less 120 days. Damn. I've been in hospital, well, basically once, and I've been 5 days there, and I was going not really nuts, but it was a pain to stay there. Arrhythmia. Oh. Okay. That. Once the doctor I had to go to before, when I was still playing football, thought I might have it, but after, you know, further checking out, it turned out I don't. But yeah, there is that. Okay. A strange word. A foreign alien one that you don't want to be in the same room with. A rare condition. Is it rare? Okay, I need to check now. It's alright. Yeah, a rare condition. Ah, god damn it! I deleted it. Arrhythmias. I mean, it is apparently. Okay. A rare condition. It causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal. Actually, I don't. Now I'm surprised. If it's okay, I don't really remember exactly what they told me about it. Whatever. I don't think my heart ever beats too fast. You know. Actually, it sometimes is the different way, I would say, because I can get so calm that it's getting slower, basically, more or less. Anyway, apparently I've had it for a long time. They said it was a miracle that I was able to go on so long without anything happening. Is that really a miracle? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative of my life. It really didn't go anything to cheer me up. My parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. I mean, ain't it normal? They practically had 2 hemorrhages apiece. I had already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. I'm not sure if there is a cure. Of course there isn't a cure. Exactly. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. But the visitors soon dwindled and all the get-well gifts began trickling down to nothing shortly after. I realized that the only reason I had gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had been turned into a class project. Makes sense. Kind of. I mean, can't really relate. I was in hospital, but barely, I mean, everyone knew it, but I didn't get any of that. Then again, I was admitted on the last day of the year. I had the appendix removed on the first day of the next year. That was, by the way, nasty. Nasty, not really nasty, but if you think about it, that's a crazy way to start the year. And yeah. Anyway. Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Yeah, that. Even in the beginning, I barely had visitors. Yeah, that as well, man. Only my parents. But what was the point of... I mean... It wasn't anything serious, so... By the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular basis. Which I guess is normal. Then again, I'm surprised you don't have anyone around to talk with still. Ivanaka was the last to stop visiting. Oh. But she was visiting. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyway. Ouch. I wonder if she, like... You know, okay, she clearly liked you. And I wonder if she visited because she still wanted, kind of, to have some connection with you, or, you know, she kind of just felt bad and she visited because she was there when you had this situation. Anyway, we didn't touch the subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again. You should have. The hospital? It's not really a place I'd like to live in. Understandable. Doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess because they are in a hurry and they have a million other patients waiting for them, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. Well, I wouldn't say million, but yeah, I mean every single person, right? For them, for the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. Yo. He never answered anything in a straightforward way, but told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries worked. Exactly, I mean... I don't know what year is it in the game exactly, but you know, you can't really exactly predict that, right? It's probably different from each person. So I idly observed the scar that those surgeries had left on my chest, slowly change its appearance over time. Think of it as some kind of an omen. What are you talking about? Of course it changes appearance. I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around the answer shows that there is at least some hope. Just believe there is. At some point I stopped watching TV. I don't know why, I just did. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. I started reading instead. That's good. There was a small library at the hospital. Although it was more like a storeroom for books, I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more. That's good. That's good. I found that I liked reading, and I think I even became a bit addicted. Nice. I started feeling naked without a book in my hands. I mean, this is kind of escapism, yeah. But I love these stories. It was what my life was like. The day became increasingly harder to distinguish from each other. Differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time, blurred into some kind of gooey mass. I was trapped inside instead of moving within. But you know what? If he had arrhythmia... Okay, how old is he? How did he not go on checkups? I don't understand that. I mean... That's kinda weird. I mean, I had I don't know. I think I had checkups at school every year at least. once. For sure, because they checked also your height, your weight. Yeah, they were checking how's your heart working. Something else as well, whatever. That was every single year. And I had that no, I had this at school every single year. And when I played football, I had this once every half a year. So you can say I had 3 checkups like this a year. How did you have such a, well, let's face it, serious condition and they didn't notice that? That's so weird. Alright, maybe I'm digging too much into it. This is a visual novel, a game, right? But still. Anyway, let's go. A week could go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes I'd pause in realization that I didn't know what day of the week it was. Yo, it's acceptable always. That happens all the time to me. But other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my consciousness. Through the barrier of nonchalance I had set up for myself. The pages of my book would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to put the book aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry. But that happened only rarely, and I couldn't even cry. Today, the doctor comes and gives me a smile. He seems excited but a bit. It's like he's trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I've last seen them. Both of them are even sort of dressed up. Oh, are you actually getting discharged? It is supposed to be some kind of special occasion. It's not a party. Now, if I could not spill any of that out myself, that would be great. There is this ritual the head cardiologist has. He takes his time, sorting his papers, then setting them aside as if to make a point of the pointlessness of what he just did. I wouldn't say that. I mean, he probably has the documents for every single person. I'm going to be freaking explaining everything today, I think. He has all the papers for all the people he's making the goddamn round around, right? The hospital. Because that's usually how it is. They have certain hours. They go around every single patient, right? He was looking for papers of yours. And then we go. So yeah, there's no really pointlessness. But I had to point this out. Which is pointless. Anyway. Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to mine. He looks me in the eyes for a moment. Hello, Hisao. How are you today? I don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him. I believe that you can go home. Your heart is stronger now, and with some precautions, you should be fine. We have all your medications sorted out. I'll give your father the prescription. The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my brat, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly. So many! So many! I take it from his hand and take a look myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? How long is the list? Hallucinations, propanol, oh my god. Less I need. God damn it. I don't know how to react to it as well. The absurdly long list of negations staring back at me from the paper seems insurmountable. They all blend together in the sea of letters. This is insane. Hey, I mean, if you have a really serious condition, I guess that's how it is, right? You get everything listed. Like, even if it's an insane amount. Side effects, adverse effects, contradictions and doses are listed line after line with cold precision. Now I think about it, every single medicine has so many possible side effects. Even like the daily stuff. I try to read them, but it's so futile. I can't understand any of it. Attempting to only makes me feel sicker. All this for the rest of my life. Every day. Now think how much money has to go into that. Oh, damn. I'm afraid that is the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that list fade over the years. Years? What kind of confidence booster is that? I'd have felt better if he hadn't said anything at all. Well, I mean... it's a booster still. Also, I've spoken with your parents and believe that it would be best if you don't return to your old school. Wow. What? Please calm down, Hisao. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down. The way he says it tells me he knew full well that I wouldn't like that. Am I going to be homeschooled? I mean, that means changing places, yes, but... okay, I don't know. Maybe the school you're going to is some... like... high level? And it's putting too much pressure on your heart? So that way you can avoid it? Something. Just guessing. Whatever of my concern shows, it's ignored. We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision. I mean, technically there are teachers, right? At least not until we're sure that your medication is suitable. So, I've spoken to your parents about the transfer. It's a school called Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students. Oh. So it's... I don't know, is it pretty bad for him? I guess this is pretty bad for him. Disabled. What? Am I? It has a 24-hour nursing staff, and it's only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on the campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence, while keeping help nearby. Okay, that's nice. Independence. It's a school for disabled kids. So what? They are normal kids. Don't try to disguise that fact. They are normal kids, what is wrong with you? If it was really that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff. And you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a selling point. I hope his approach will change with time. Of course, that's only if you want to go, but your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. We went out there and had a look a couple of weeks back. I think you'd like it. Oh, a couple. Technically, you could have said this before, right? Okay. Looks like I really don't have a choice. Dude, stop complaining. Let's go. Compared to the other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education. This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity. Why not? Well, you're really excited at the chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to enter school, and while it's not the same one. A special school, that's an insult. This is what I want to say. It's a step down. Wow, I really don't like his thinking. It's not what you think. All the students there are pretty active, in their own sort of way. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little help in one way or another. Your father's right. And many of the graduates of the school have gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what disability is. Wow. I really hate that something so important was decided for me, but what can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now. What are you talking about, dude? This is still a normal life. Oh boy. It's funny. I had always thought my life was actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. It won't be boring though. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction, shock, or fatigue. I could easily yell out something new. Something about how I can go back to school anyway. But no. Oh, okay, so he seems like someone who likes to complain inside of him, but doesn't have the balls to say it out loud. And is bottling everything inside. That's definitely not working well for your heart, man. Anyway, I don't say anything. The fact is that I know. But now it's futile. I look around the room, feeling very tired of all of this. The hospital, doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice. I know this, but the thought of going to the disabled school. What are those even like? Yes, you must, like any normal school, right? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. That is all I can think of to get me through this. At least, I still have something. Even if it's a special school, it's something. It's a fresh start, and my life isn't over. It would be a mistake to just resign myself to thinking that. At the very least, I'll try to see what my new life will look like. Good, good. At least you are not trying to protest and so on. Act 1. Life expectancy. Okay, I know it's at Act 1 and so on, but let us end the episode here. We'll continue tomorrow. Yes, it's almost 4 AM. Hey, I had this episode ready. Just need to render it. So, for now, hope you enjoyed. We'll be playing Katawa Shoujo now, which seems to be super interesting, actually. I mean, I expected it to be super interesting, but it's getting me pumped for it. I really want to see now where this is all going. So, hope you are going to join me on this little journey. And okay, actually, I don't know if it's little or not little. We'll see. And see you tomorrow with the next episode. Have a wonderful day or night. And that's it. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.